Good evening, everyone. John here, Greener Army 2009. We are at Knockhill this evening. So we're going north of the border. Let me just sort out my sound. Let's see. Oh, Kino's on. Evening, Kino. Thanks for tuning in. So as I said, we're at Knockhill this evening. We've got a few changes tonight. We're, as you can see on screen at the moment, we just watched Big Blue slide it around the corner. Yeah, so we're at Knockhill. A couple of changes tonight. We're using the Audi A1 Quattro just for the first race. And the second race, we've got a bit of a handful of a car, which happens to be the Ford Escort 1600 racing spec. After watching briefly the stream last night, just a minute ago before we come on live on tonight, I watched it, and it was a handful for a lot of people, so fingers crossed people can get to grips with it pretty quickly. As we can see, we're just running this 10-minute practice. We've got 5 minutes left. 10 minutes practice for everyone to get in and join, get used to this new car. So this is, well, I imagine it's a road spec car, I would say. So we'll see how everyone gets on. Let's so we got just watching Big Blue again. So we are just got 5 minutes to go before the qualifying. So again, it's the same format, 5-minute qualifying. Top three in the league can only do one lap on the qualifying. Then whoever wins the top three in the first race for the second race can't only do one lap qualifying. So we're still on the same. Sorry, my brain's not working. It's been a long day at work. The format is the same. So we're just using two different cars tonight. So let's quickly run through the League 1 league table. So we got Nathan leading the way at the moment. Is he in tonight? I can't see him there at the moment. He's not on. Nope, don't look like we have got Nathan at the moment. But so Nathan's leading the way at the moment on 318 points. He's had 6 wins so far. I think looking at the league tables, he's got his most points in the Porsche, so he's obviously liking that Porsche. So he's racing in the double D pad racing banner. In second place we've got JC Hoop on 269 points. He's had 5 wins this season. JC is in tonight. He's just there in that lime green colour Audi. The next up we've got Part Pooper Rex, who I have to say, I don't know if he is listening, but I have to say he done a brilliant job on comms last night. As I said, I was listening to that before we come on air. Done a fantastic job last night. So just average Paul. Evening Paul, hope everything's alright with you. It's just come through on the stream now. So yeah, so Part Pooper X is in third place. He is Nathan's teammate in Double D-Pad Racing. He's on 264 wins, but consistency has left put him there because he's only had 1 win. It's quite even across the board with this point scoring, but yeah, Cleo seems to be the better scoring points for. Don't know why I said JC. JC second. I do apologise. I am getting my head mixed up completely. Third place is Part Pooper Rex. I do apologise on that one. So he's in third place with 264. Ollie Boy is now then in fourth. Co-Sport Racing banner. He's actually had 4 wins. He sits there in fourth on 244 points. Again, his best point scoring seems to be the Porsche. The other 3 cars he's quite evenly matched points wise. 5th place, oh, actually saying that, is Ollie in. Yeah, there he is. He is in the red Audi tonight. 5th is Craig and Team Hoop, Line and Sinker. So he is JC Hoop's teammate. He's had no wins, but consistency has put him into 5th place. He's on 214 points. Quite even across the board, but the Ginetta he seems to be happier with. Of course, we've got the Ginettas tonight on the 3rd race of this evening. So then in 6th we have Craft 0894. Is he him? I think he is. No, that's Craig. So no, we don't seem to have him. Anyway, he is 6th. Co-Sport Racing, so that's Ollie Boy's teammate. He's had 2 wins. He's there on 184 points. 7th is Hanby 911. We have got Hanby in tonight. He's in the pits. Just sat there at the moment. We've got 3 seconds to go before the qualifying, so I better hurry up. So Hanby is in 7th place on 162 points. Runners Racing is in 8th place on 155 points. RJ Dow 76 is on 147 points. Big Blue is in 10th place. He is on 144. Mr. Blonde is in the 11th, 138 points. And Tadman is in 12th on 119 points. So that is the practice over. Big Blue actually topped the times over 57.073. So yeah, so these little Audis, they are pushing out just 256 horsepower. Top speed is 152. Road going cars really. Even as we see Big Blue there with that nice, I think that's probably about the only car that's got a decent livery on it, but all the rest seem to be plain. But there we go, that was the free practice. So we've got 8 in tonight. Don't seem to be any Nathan. Don't know where he is tonight, but so it looks like today RJ's going out first. So he could be our first. They're all flooding out there now. As we can see, Mr. Blonde is just taking it in. Ollie's there. So yeah, so RJ is actually out first. There was a stern message put on Discord group chat this morning. The admin were up late last night checking all the people being naughty, cutting across the curbs too much and track limits. So just have to bear that in mind tonight, lads. Just to keep it on that black stuff. Don't take too much curb. RJ's just warming up his tyres. He's just putting aside now. So that's, I do believe that's Big Blue now. Is just taking over. So this is the final hairpin bend. This is Taylor's hairpin. Bit tricky in these cars. League 2 had a bit of problem there last night with that. But so Big Blue's just going across the line. Let's see if we can ride. If I can get my things working. Going to the cockpit. So he's just gone down Duffers, gone into Leslie's and McIntyre's. I might have got those names wrong actually. Anyways, over the chicane. That's Black Circle's chicane, sorry. Heading up towards Clark's. And then we got like a kink in the road here, which is Hislop's. And that will take us all the way down to the hairpin. It is quite a short lap. We've got 3 minutes remaining in qualifying. Oh yeah, 10-minute race, sorry. So he's going to go across the line. He's going to set the first benchmark time as he comes over the line now. He's done a 57.65, but Park Pooper has pipped him on a 57.1. Sorry, 57.4. There he is, just following behind. Always took a hell of a lot of curb there. I think that's definitely track limits there. And as we say that, he's having a bit of a problem handling. Oh, he's just gone straight back into the pits. Oh yeah, Park Pooper can only do one anyway. Of course, he's in third place. Let's go back track side. So Park Pooper, by just doing that one lap, is actually topping the times at the moment. Can Big Blue get anywhere near him? He's the only one close to him under a second. He's going around to finish his second flying lap. So as I said, Nathan, who's not actually here tonight, JC and Park Pooper is the Big Blue has. Big Blue's managed to do a 56.9767. That is an absolutely stunning lap. 0.444 of a second quicker than Park Pooper. Of course, Park Pooper can't do much about it because he's got to only do that one lap. The other person who's actually in tonight is JC, who's second in the league. He is there in 5th on a 59.016. Not too sure what's happened to Big Blue there. I think he's just done a bit of a spin. Oh yeah, I'm just looking. Yeah, he's got into the gravel and lost it. So anyone making a move? Ollie Boy is just moving around, letting everyone go past. He's there in third and 57.522. JC, as I said, is in the pits. Mr. Blonde, how's Mr. Blonde getting on? He's in that blue car. He's coming around to the hairpin, which seems to be a bit of a tricky one. Yeah. League 2 had a bit of a rainstorm coming last night on this with the Audi, which I think was a bit more of a struggle to get around that hairpin. And Mr. Blonde's just moved up to 5th, 14 seconds to go. Big Blue is still going around. This will be his last lap. Ollie Boy, this will be his last lap, but he's probably just messed that up. They'll just come to him. RJ, he is still on a flying lap as well. So he's Mr. Blonde. Where is Mr. Blonde to? It's just coming up to the chicane now. Can anyone top Big Blue? Let's have a look. Powers up the hill. We see him cross the line. Mr. Blonde stays 5th. I know Craig just pipped Mr. Blonde to 5th then on that final lap. As we just gone. So yeah, so there you go. There's your pole sitter for the first race, Big Blue, Park Pooper, then Ollie Boy. So Park Pooper absolutely done a flying one lapper there. Did an amazing job just to get there in second. So there we go. Big Blue is on pole position. Just waiting for everything to sync up. So quickly look at the stream. Nathan is late home from work, so he was going to miss this first race. So hopefully he'll be on for the second race. Hopefully the drop points won't do him too much harm. Just waiting for everything to sync up. I think this is it now. Who is going to get the start? 1, 2 lights, 3, and they're off. Oh, that's a brilliant start from Big Blue. He got that hooked up brilliantly, followed by Park Pooper that just tucks in behind him. On that blue car of RJ is now in third. Just managed to get in front of Ollie Boy. It all comes down the dip. Everyone's good. A few cones flying. I think everyone got through okay. Excuse me. Ollie Boy is now pushing RJ up the hill to the chicane. And we're just going out wide, some of the guys, but there he is. But Big Blue had an absolute stunning lap. There he is. Park Pooper is chasing him down. There's a bit of a battling going on between Craig and Mr. Blonde. Mr. Blonde's on the inside. Takes a tighter line. Craig's trying to take the wider line and trying to cut back then. JC and Hanby looks like they're having a bit of a go. Craig now slightly in front. Excuse me. But Mr. Blonde is actually on the inside. He takes it going down the hill. Oh, and who's that? Hanby's just completely shot off. Not too sure what happened there. But JC is now on the back of... Oh, and we've got a few people wide. Who's that? That is... Is that Craig? No, that would be Ollie Boy. Ollie Boy is now wide. Hanby just shot off the track. Think Ollie might have just took too much of a curb going over. Let's quickly go back to the front because the front battle is heating up. Excuse me. It's now down to half a second. These two have actually pulled away from RJ. RJ seems to be not holding everyone up because he's actually got a bit of a gap. It's more like Craig. Everyone's on the back of Craig's tail at the moment. To come down the hill. This is a battle for fourth. Craig is holding it there at the moment. Followed by JC and Ollie Boy, who on the last lap hit that curb a bit too hard and then went out wide. Craig at the moment. Oh, and Ollie Boy sliding around. So is Mr. Blonde in the back there. Just trying to bring up his league tables again because they all disappeared from my screen. So has Ollie Boy got a good run now on RJ, or is RJ just going to pull away? So the gap out the front at the moment is now gone to about a second. But the battle for third is on because there it is at RJ. Oh, and a bit of slide there by and he's gone again. That was Ollie Boy. He's disappeared. He's off in the gravel. There he is. He's now... Is he going to get on before Hanby comes round? He is. Hanby must be a bit far back, but that is... Give Mr. Blonde a bit of space to try to catch up with JC. So it is about free for a battle for third now between RJ, Craig and JC. As they come up the hill, I think Craig has got a good drive coming out of that hill every single time, but RJ just manages to keep in front. But the toe that RJ should be getting, sorry, the toe that Craig should be getting, should I say? No, but RJ seems to manage just to give himself enough gap. But this is where Craig will actually tighten up. There's, don't think there was a tap there. I think that was a bit of slide there. But look at this. This is bringing Mr. Blonde into it as well. So we got Craig sat there behind RJ with JC, just waiting for something to happen. If not too sure if JC's going to try to move or he's got the inside. This is the free. RJ's got the inside. Is he going to take both of them? Is it going to be a late lunge? He's got the inside. There's a little bit of tap. JC holds up. Craig. Yeah, Craig's managed to get back in front of JC. JC did all right there. He knew he tapped into RJ, so he slowed up to let RJ go back through, but that also let Craig go back through as well. Unfortunately, this has definitely brought Mr. Blonde back in. The gap up the front. I don't really want to go away from this battle, but I know the gap is now half a second in front. Let's just quickly go. There we are. Lights of Brazen, Park Pooper. He wants this win. He wants this win. As Nathan's not here, this will actually help. JC only back in fourth. Park Pooper with a win here would actually help his cause, since there was no Nathan. Let's just go back to this race. RJ and JC. JC, something must have happened to Craig, because he's now at the back of this train. I knew I shouldn't have left it. JC's managed to get up in the third, and that's Mr. Blonde taking every opportunity. He's got past RJ nicely there. A little bit of rubbing on that corner. I'm going to have to quickly go back to the front because that gap is gone right down. It's now 0.4. Park Pooper is trying all he can to actually get past. But that Audi is going to be the biggest Audi in the world for Big Blue. Big Blue is still, yeah. Let's quickly go back. Nothing's happening there, but I think that was a move. Oh, he's covered the inside off. He's going to try right round the outside. Late lunge. Oh, he's outbrake himself. Still on the outside. Big Blue's still there. You say you can do that all day, mate. You ain't going to get round the outside of me. You can just see in the background there, JC has pulled a little bit of a gap in front of Mr. Blonde, who's now in fourth after that little bit of a lovely move he took on the hairpin. RJ on the hairpin. Craig, Ollie Boy and Hamby. So this has just settled down a little bit now. We've got 3 minutes to go. Just under. So these two boys are just catching up to Hamby. I think Park Pooper's just going to take a little bit of a rest and sit behind just for the minute, just to see where he can take the opportunity to pass. Bit of a lock up there from Big Blue. He has got the cutback. No, not quite. Big Blue did take a big lock up just then. You see in the background just JC followed by Mr. Blonde. Now Craig's managed to get past RJ as well. Ollie Boy after that few offs is quite far back now. But we go back to the front. Big Blue. Park Pooper is just easing. I'm sure Hamby would know that the two leaders are coming around. Oh, Hamby's just gone off, and that made Big Blue go off as well. But all good, all safe. Hamby might have just seen him and thought, I'm staying right out of the way. Know the feeling? I've done that plenty of times when I've been racing. I'm normally at the back. Oh, has he got the run on him now? No. I think Park Pooper just tapped the back of him. And he thought, no, won't do that because I'll get a penalty. He's now being squeezed to get the pit wall. Big Blue's got the inside line. He's going to go all the way on the outside. Is he kept it on? He has. What a tremendous move. Park Pooper all around the outside. I can't believe he's actually made that stick. And he's actually pulled away. Big Blue did club with the curb a little bit, but might have helped the gap. But that was absolutely tremendous move. Just wish I had a replay button on that one. Absolutely fantastic. I don't think Big Blue's going to settle for that, though. With 34 seconds to go, they'll probably get another lap out of this. He's going to try to get the undercut, is he? No, he's just going to stick on his tail. Oh, Hamby just there, coming into the shot. JC and Mr. Blonde. JC's pulled away from Mr. Blonde. So now is it Big Blue's turn to go around all around the outside. Park Pooper's on the inside. Mr. Big Blue is... I think he has. Oh, he's going to lose. Is he going to keep hold of it? Oh, no! No, he's just lost the back end. Big Blue should really give that place back because... Oh, I think there's going to be a bit of a steward's inquiry on that one. I think the admin team are going to have a little bit of a sorting out to do on that one. So, as it moment, Big Blue is in the lead. Part Pooper is having to go back. Part Pooper is now on the outside, coming into the last hairpin corner. He's looking for the cutback. He's going to squeeze his way in. Oh, that was a little bit naughty. Both of these racers are not going to be happy. Oh, where's Big Blue going? Big Blue's going right on the side. Part Pooper is now in the lead. So he's now actually sat at the back. He's given a pump over the line. So Big Blue comes in. Part Pooper is first. Big Blue's in second. JC comes over in third. Mr. Blonde comes in fourth. Craig sets in fifth. RJ is in sixth. Ollie Boy, after that good start, he had a bit of an accident and then hit the curb. Was there in seventh. In Hanby was there in eighth. Wow. Well, what can I say about that? Yeah, I think the stewards might be looking at that. Don't know if Nathan was watching that. You just or kind of average Paul, but yeah, it was a little bit. From my point of view, it was a little bit naughty from Big Blue in the first corner. And then there was a bit of a retaliation in the last corner by Part Pooper. But we'll see what happens with that. Anyway, we now move on to the Ford Escort 1600 racing spec. I had a quick go in one of these. Yes, okay, granted it was in the rain, but I have raced these in the dry as well, and they're a handful. Let's just get a bit of drink. Throat's really dry tonight. So we've got Nathan in now. Nathan is in for this one. So our league leader is back. Let's quickly go through the other tables, actually, which I haven't managed to do. So we've got the Automotive Cardiff Trophy. Automotive Cardiff is actually a sponsor for this league. They're a company down in Cardiff, as you can imagine. So Donington Devil is leading that with 41 points, with our Ollie Boy in second and Big Blue in 30 at the moment, with 30 points in third. As we swiftly move on, they've got the Kino Cup. Bill C99 from League 2 is winning that at the moment with 239 points. Craig from this league is in third on 214, and JFR from League 2 on 177 points is in third place. I will put these league tables up, the newer league tables up, when I do the when I put this stream on YouTube. So as soon as I get the tables, I'll put them up. Anyway, we've got 5 minutes of qualifying of these little bad boys at the moment. As we just see Big Blue come out. So Big Blue, Part Pooper, and who was third? I can't remember now. JC. They've got to do one out lap, one flying lap, and that is it. So our other title sponsor is Texan for Textiles, company up in Skipton. They test products, fire resistant products, and also PPE. So they've actually they're sponsoring us, and they're also one of the awards. So at the moment Nathan is on that on 8, Ollie Boy is in second on 6, and Dino is in third with 4. Now, got to try to remember what they're actually for. Someone would like to tell me, that'd be great. So, as we just see Big Blue go across to start his flying lap, Remember, you can only do one flying lap. As he comes second, someone's just getting right out of the way there. Let's go on board with... let's go on board with Nathan. This is our league leader at the moment. Going into this, it's going to be a bit of a handful. As you can just see that he's just started right off the road. Everyone is flying all over the place. The 10-minute race could be quite interesting. So let's see if we can go. Where do I want to go? Can't even fire. There we go. Let's go on board with Nathan. He come. Whereabouts is he on the track? He is coming to his lops. I think he's there. As you can see, he's trying to warm up those tyres. Got those fetching period gloves on. As you can see on the steering wheel there. Comes around the Taylor's hairpin and up to start a lap. So Ollie Boy has put in a lap of 57.3. Mr. Blonde is on 58.9, done a 58.9. Nathan's done a 109. I'm sure he can get a bit quicker on this lap. Of course, he can do more laps because he didn't feature in the first race. Oh, there's another car stranded. Big Blue on his flying lap has done a 101. JC has done a 120. I think people are going to really struggle with this car tonight, as we can just see someone flying across in front of Nathan now. And let's just watch this lap. He's coming up to Taylor's hairpin. It's always a tricky one. Take too much curb, you're going to fling out to the other side. Coming up, hugging the pit wall. He's moved down to 7th at the moment. And he's across the line. He's moved up to 3rd on the 57.1. Let's get back to the trackside action. Oh, Ollie Boy's right up there. Don't know who that is. Is that Craig? No, that's not Craig behind him. They've both got 55, so I have no idea who that is. I'll find out in a minute. So Ollie is still there. He's the front red car. There he is. On 57.36. Craig is only 0.3 seconds. 0.3 seconds behind. Part Poop is still in the pits. Big Blue is still running. Ollie's still there. He takes a bit of a wider line. That was a tighter line from the car behind us. Oh, Nathan has just gone over on a 55.9. What a stunning lap that was. That is a quick lap. That is nearly 1.5 seconds faster than this man here, Ollie Boy. Hamby is in that yellow car. Craig is in the black one. Who was in the red one? Oh, that was RJ. RJ was in the other red car, I think. JC is in the pits now. RJ is in the pits. Mr. Blonde, 58.9. 2 seconds behind. Nearly 3 seconds. This car is catching a lot of people out. That was Big Blue in the other 45 car. Okay. And that is actually qualifying over. So Part Pooper didn't actually do a lap, unfortunately. Which, never mind. Never mind. So there we go. There's your grid. So Nathan is on par with Ollie Boy in second, and Craig in third. Hamby next to him on the second row. Mr. Blonde and RJ on the third row. Big Blue and JC on the fourth row, and Craig and Part Poo Poo didn't put a time in on the fifth row. So let's see who gets a start. A lot of people bogged down last night. If you guys watched the stream, They bogged down a little bit last night, so we'll see how they do. See if we can see how good Nathan can get off the line. Just waiting for everything to sync up. A good opportunity for Park Pooper to do some overtaking, which I don't think will be too hard in these cars. I think a lot of these cars will be sliding sideways on most corners. Just waiting, and hopefully the game hasn't messed up. Well, we are now syncing. Here we go. Waiting for the lights. 1, 2, 3, and they're off. It was a good start by Nathan. It was a good start by everyone. Everyone didn't actually bog down. Hopefully everyone can get through the first corner okay. Craig is there. Everyone's just... Oh, there's a cone going. 53 Craig has gone wide. So let's Hanby go up into third. First couple of... Oh, and Nathan's even having problems. Nathan has went off onto the gravel. He's now just holding Hanby behind. Oh, and Hanby's going left. He's going right. He's trying to attack Nathan. But then Mr. Blonde is also trying to attack him. Mr. Blonde is now going up in third. He's got the inside line. He takes a tighter line than everyone else, Mr. Blonde does. Nathan is just running on the outside now. According to this, Nathan is back in front. He's on the outside. He has just nicked in front before the first corner. As the rest of them come over, there's Hanby in third. Good showing by Hanby here. A bit of Dyson behind. Everyone's staying on the track this time, but Ollie Boy has managed to get him back in front of Nathan. Oh, there's someone sliding in the background. Who was that? Was that Mr. Blonde? Yes, it was Mr. Blonde. He's just been put back. Ollie Boy is... Yeah, he's now in front. He's just getting used to this car. Nathan is under attack by Hanby. Spit some changes behind. Nathan's on the inside. Hanby's trying to go around the outside. Is he going to get the cut back? Nope, these three have actually pulled out in front. There's a bit of a gaggle behind, as we can see there. Flashing of the lights by Nathan there, trying to put off Ollie Boy. He's trying to weave left and right. He's also got to try to cover by Hanby. He's gone a little bit... What has he got the inside coming to... Oh, Nathan went across Hanby. Hanby is in second now as Nathan managed to get... No, Nathan's in the dirt. So someone else is going off. That was... Part Pooper, was it? No. I don't know who that was. Nathan's back down in seventh. I think it might have been JC that went off then. So Hanby is now in front. He managed to get past Ollie Boy. With all that going on. And these three have actually spread it out a little bit. So Hanby is now in the lead in that bright yellow 93 car. Ollie Boy with Craig up in third. This has thrown a lot of things. Cat among the pigeons, this car, I tell you. There was Craig going across there in fourth. Part Pooper is in fifth behind him. That is Big Blue and then Nathan. But these cars are literally sliding around every corner. And the problem is you overcook it and you're either going to be in the kitty litter or you are going to be spun round in front of another car. But Ollie Boy has actually managed to catch up Hanby again. I think Hanby is being more cautious than Ollie Boy. He said these cars are quite hard to handle. I would imagine Ollie Boy won't... Hanby won't do too much defending. He has gone wide. No, he has gone pushed him right wide. Stayed wide. That was quite good. No crashing, no rubbing. But no, Hanby has actually stayed in front. He's got a better drive off the corner. Ollie Boy knew that, so he just tucked in behind. What is going on down the rest of the pack? Just looking at the times, they're all sort of spread out. Big Blue and Nathan are close together. Don't want to come away from this battle at this moment in time. Ollie Boy has got the inside. I do apologise about that noise a minute. Sorry about that, guys. Joys of having a house phone right next to where I'm commentating. Sorry. So Hamby's still in front. Oh, Craig is now in second. Obviously, something happened to Ollie Boy. I do apologise that I never commentated on that. So Craig is in third. Ollie Boy is in fourth, followed by Park Pooper and Nathan. So that is Nathan on the inside. Park Pooper on the outside. This could be a good battle at the moment. Park Pooper has been round the outside on that corner tonight, but he's not. He's just going to let Nathan go on by. So at the front, there we go. There's Craig. He is in front now. Hamby is sat there in second. Yeah, Craig has actually got he's got a brilliant drive coming out of that corner, and that gap is open up pretty quickly. Sorry, that's Calf. I do apologise. I was looking at the side and not looking at the names at the top. I apologise. That's Craft. He's back in tonight now in this race. He's now leading with Hamby in second. Craig is actually in third. So I realised that with the colour of the car. So sorry, yeah. So there he is. This Craft in the 74 car. It's quite a Lotus Escort sort of colour there. Oh, Hamby nearly went into the side of him there. With a Hamby is in second, and Craig is a little bit further behind. How is Nathan and Ollie Boy getting on? Yeah, Nathan. So Park Pooper. Something must have happened to Park Pooper. He's quite far behind. JC's actually in front of him now as well. So Nathan's actually managed to get up to fifth. As we go in the cockpit, this is what he's seeing. Actually got an inside line. Where is Craig on that one? Craig has actually dropped down to fifth. Ollie Boy and Nathan. So Nathan's actually got a brilliant drive. Somewhere on the outside will be Ollie Boy. He's just... Oh, and I think Ollie Boy might have just... no, Craig might have just hit... I think Craig might have actually hit both of them. That's the only problem with the joys of not actually staying trackside. Craig is now in third. As he spins it round. Nathan is there in... Is he going wide? Is he actually got damage? Is it heavily damaged now? Seems to be having a bit of trouble. And JC is actually... Oh, as we see in the background there, Ollie Boy up on two wheels. Nathan is... let's make sure my microphone's on actually. Nathan is... in fourth. He's having a bit of a trouble there. Is Ollie Boy's car damaged? Let's have a look at it. as we go round to the front view. As we know, damage is on. Kind of looking good, guys. So come up there on the chat. Yeah, Ollie Boy is now in 6th, so I reckon you might have a bit of trouble handling that car. Hamby's now actually got back in front of Calf again, which I missed. Craft, which I missed. I suppose that's how you call his name. I don't know. Craft, Carl Craft, yeah, Craft. Yeah, as again, I missed that completely. Craig is just round wide coming out of the hairpin. There's Nathan and JC. And Ollie in the background there. So Hamby's pulled out a second, just over a second. And Craft. They've pulled 4 seconds now back to Craig, but Nathan is reeling him in, but I don't think he's going to have enough time because this will be the last lap for everyone. How far did Park Pooper get up? He didn't put a lap in. He's moved up 2 spaces. Big Blue somehow managed to get right down there, and RJ's with him there as well. But coming over the line, there it is, Hamby for a win. Hamby is your winner for the Ford Escort round. Followed by Craig. No, sorry, Craft, then Craig. And Nathan just ran out of steam there in 4th. JC is in 5th. Ollie Boy coming over in 6th. After having a good showing at the front. Park Pooper there in 7th. Big Blue is in one of them. That's the front one there. And RJ is following up behind. So, there we go. That's your Ford Escort round. So, Hamby, Craft and Craig can only do 1 flying lap in the next round. Next race, which I do believe is the Ginettas. So these little nimble cars should go quite well around Knockhill, but we'll see. So everyone will be in a car they're used to, but congratulations to Hamby there on a good win. He got the fastest lap out of that. That was Nathan on a 55 again. Yeah, definitely on a 55. Nathan got the fastest lap on that one. So, let's move on. And I forgot to save the replay. Ew, never mind. Right, just have a little bit of a drink. So we do move on to the Ginettas now. GT5s. Okay, right. Everyone changed their cars a minute. And move on forward. So yeah, so just again, note to the sponsors. Testing for Textiles up in Skipton and Automotive Cardiff. So 2 sponsors. I think I should actually give a shout out to all the admin and people that work behind the scenes to actually get this series up together. So obviously Project Cars 2 at the moment we are doing Wednesdays for League 2. I have to think now. It's been such a long day. It's terrible. So yeah, so Wednesdays is League 2. Thursdays is League 1. And started this week on a Tuesday. Some of the boys have been using GT Sports. So if you want to get involved in any of those leagues, go to Facebook. Look for Online Racing. Online Racing League. Find them on Facebook and join in the fun. hope, fingers crossed, all being well, Tuesdays there will be comms for GT Sports. On GT Sport and with GT Sport, there is some shortcut keys that I can use to do replays, so that'll be the first time I've used them, but it should be good. Right, so who is first out on the... Just set a lap. It was a blue car, and who was it? I think it might have been Ollie Boy. Yeah. No, there is a car in front of him, actually. We're just going to warm up these tyres. Craft is gone. Warming up the tyres. Well, there's Nathan. I do believe he's in the dark green car. Yeah. Thought he was. He's definitely warming up his tyres to making sure he's only got one lap to do it, see? So he's definitely going to make sure those tyres are warm. So who is coming up to the line first? There he is, Ollie Boy. Maybe it was Ollie Boy then. So Ollie Boy is out in front. Let's keep on pressing the wrong button. Let's go on rooftop cam. Oh, he's took a bit of a strange line there for Ollie Boy. And he should be coming now up to the black circle chicane. Yeah. Then now he's coming into Clark's. And he's just lost it on Clark's on the way out. That's what happens in these cars if you take too much curb. Let's say hello to the marshals, the men in orange. If it wasn't for them, racing wouldn't happen. Oh, there's a car next to him. You just need to go careful, Wally Boy. You come back on the track. Oh, times are coming in. So JC is actually just crossed the line in a 56.6. So he is the actual first one to set a time. Let's go on the chase car. So these little things are so low. Hamby is now gone into second. Park Pooper is coming to third. Nathan is putting a 104 in fourth. Mr. Blonde has put a 105. Ollie Boy is put 115. Mr. Blonde's actually gone above him 105. Ollie Boy's in seventh and a 115. Craig Big Blue Craft is yet to set a time. So can JC improve on a 56.6? Let's have a look as he goes across the line. He is putting a... he's done a 55.4, so he has actually improved that quickest lap. Hamby is there on the deck. He's now given up. RJ would be coming up. He's coming up to the Taylor's hairpin. Sweeps it in. Takes the apex. Powers up the hill. A minute and a half to go. So Ollie Boy has actually gone into third now. Hamby's in fourth, but is in the pits. RJ, has he moved up? No. Still there in fifth. Hamby is in the pits. So Ollie Boy has actually gone into third. Mr. Blonde. JC is still on top, yeah. Park Pooper has gone into second with Ollie Boy in third for this qualifying. Craig is gone to the pits. Where is Nathan? Nathan is there out on track. He's down there in ninth at the moment. Can he improve on this lap? I think he wishes. I think that's his teammate in front of him. Is he trying to get a tow? Let's see. Can Nathan move up? Yes, he moves up to second in a 55.7. So that is the top three is under a second. I think that tow from his teammate probably helped. So, problem is, can he get a 0.3 second quicker to knock JC off the top spot? Well, Park Pooper is now just gone right out of the way. So is it Park Pooper's time? No, Park Pooper is now gone in Nathan's still out. That is it. That is the final laps for everyone, I think. So unless Nathan can actually improve on here, or Big Blue. No, Nathan wasn't. Big Blue, is he on a quicker lap? Big Blue's actually been pushed down to 6th now, because Mr. Blonde has managed to get up to 4th. That is a tremendous lap by Mr. Blonde again. And a 55.9. Oh, Nathan, Big Blue just overcooked it. I think that will be it. RJ, yeah, qualifying is over. So there is the qualifying results. Knockhill for the Genettas. JC Hoop, Ollie Boy, and Nathan. So you've got JC on the front row next to Ollie Boy. Ollie Boy is in second. Second row, Nathan and Mr. Blonde. Third row is Part Pooper and Big Blue. I'm going to need to make sure 7th is Kraft with Hamby next to him. And on the 5th row, RJ and Craig. Let's go back to the front. So this is the view that's seeing, JC is seeing. We've got to go back to track side now because we're syncing up. 1, 2, 3. And we're off. It's a slow start from the front 3. Seem to be a bit hesitant there, but they've all gone away in the same order as they qualified. With JC, Ollie Boy and Nathan. And there's a bit of cut, but everyone's through there quite nicely, I think. I don't think there's any. Oh, as I just say that, there's RJ. And he was that was with him, Part Pooper. RJ and Part Pooper managed to get a bit of a collision there, which isn't good. But out front, there's Ollie Boy taking loads of curb, and so's Mr. Blonde there. But the top 4 heading down to the hairpin for the first time. There is Nathan going one way and the other. He's kept it clean. Oh, I say that, and that was Mr. Blonde coming and sideswipe Nathan, maybe. It did actually look like Mr. Blonde might have took a bit more curb than he should have done. Yeah, I think he actually took a bit of a more curb, and just went to the side of Nathan. I don't know if that has damaged Nathan's card, but JC Hoop is out in front. So these top 4 has pulled away. Let's have a look behind. We got Big Blue. Oh, and there's more crashing and bashing. He was that. Oh, Craig and Kraft, should I say, and Part Pooper again, was it? And Hamby possibly. Oh, it's all kicking off. Absolutely kicking off everywhere. So, oh, that was a bit of a slow out there from, was that Big Blue? Was that, no, that must, yeah, Big Blue had a bit of a slow, still on the inside with Kraft on the outside. Kraft going to try to go around the outside, late break. No, he's going to try the undercut, which I think might just work. No, he's moving left, right, and he took the nose off of RJ then. They've both been pushed that wide. This is going to make RJ capitalise on this. Yeah, definitely has. RJ has now moved up into 5th. And Craig has moved up into 6th. So the big losers there was Big Blue, who's there now, and Kraft. Hamby is off the track again. He's wide. Part Pooper went into the pit, so obviously he had damage. But there is a second. JC is leading by a second now over Ollie Boy. Mr. Blonde there. Nathan is right up his backside. Oh, Nathan. Oh, Nathan seems to have a bit of a funny line going through there, but he managed to hold on to it. She's got to be pretty good. Craig has gone wide, but that's because he's got under pressure from RJ. RJ Just sitting there now. Is he going to have a move coming out of the chicane? Is he going to tee him up for the hairpin? These two fighting is helping Kraft get back up on the back. As we watch him coming down his lops and down into the Taylor's hairpin. They're still always gone for the late lunge on the inside as RJ managed, is shown on the timing screens that he is he's in front. Has he got the job done before the corner? I think he might have done. He's definitely got his nose right in front. Yes, he has. He's managed to get past Craig. That's pushed him up to fifth now, sorry. Craig back down to sixth, and now he's got Kraft on his bumper as well. He's going to make that Ginetta as big as possible. Can RJ, this is where RJ pull away. There is Kraft, he's on the inside. He's managed to squeeze him through. Yes, he is. He's now up into sixth. Craig back down to seventh. As we go over the line with 5 minutes to go. This must be a 10-minute race. Of course it's a 10-minute race. What we're talking about. Oh, who's that off? Who have I missed? The blonde? It's not Mr. Blonde. Who was that off? Was that? Oh, it was Hamby. Hamby was just getting out of the way of everyone. Oh. So as you can see, there's the gap there. But the Ollie Boy and Mr. Blonde are... Well, I was going to say they were together, but they're not really that much together. Nathan is there. Oh, that's Ollie Boy again. Just going on the grass, get out of everyone's way. So RJ has managed to pull away. Craig and Kraft are still having that race. Kraft is now on the inside. Craig must have got past him again. So you ain't going to get me that time. Got me there once, you're not going to get me there again. But does that mean that Kraft can actually... Is he going to take a late lunge up on the inside of this? Yeah, because Craig isn't defending. No, he's not close enough at this moment. This is going to be bringing Big Blue, I think. These two start squabbling. Big Blue is going to be on them in a flash. Part Poop is having a bit of a dire race in this one. This will be one that he will forget. He has been in the pits though, so he has managed to get one place back. As we see JC on lap 7. Coming down to the Taylor's hairpin. Powering up the hill. So that must be Part Pooper that he is in front of him. He's going to lap in a minute. But Ollie Boy and Mr. Blonde are still battling it out. Nathan with his lights on behind. How is... Oh, we seem to have lost... Kraft, sorry. Yeah, he's definitely gone. Definitely gone. Not too sure where. Obviously a disconnect. Okay, but there's Craig on his own now. There's not really anyone to battle with. RJ's up the road. There's 4 seconds. This is probably the closest battle on track at the moment. For second place. Ollie Boy's having a really good showing tonight. In all 3 races, really. He's done a really good job. So, well, all of them has. JC, Mr. Blonde again has shined. And these, liking Knockhill very, very much. There he is. Sitting there in 3rd. Just closing and closing and closing. He's got 2 minutes to try to get past to get a second place. More points on the table. Sorry, as I just take a bit of a drink then, my mouth is dry. Has Mr. Blonde got a run? Is Mr. Blonde brave enough? Is he brave enough to outbrake on the outside? Is he going to try the cutback? I don't think he's got. He might have had a good run coming out. Yeah, Ollie has actually gone wide. He is now side by side. Mr. Blonde on the timing screen is actually saying he's in second as he got past him. Yes, but will Ollie go for the late lunge on the inside? No. No, Ollie boy is fault. No, I'm not even going to try that because I'll probably end up in the dirt. We've got a minute and 15. Well, Ollie, I was saying that, and Mr. Blonde actually must have took too much curb and actually gone out wide. So Ollie is now back in second. Just looking at the, yeah. He must have took a bit. He did take a bit more, too much curb. Mr. Blonde did, but is he going to have another battle go? He has moved out to the outside again. Let's have a look. We've got 40 seconds to go. He has actually gone on the outside. He actually out. Mr. Blonde has got an excellent drive out of that final chicane. He's got that nailed. So hopefully he doesn't take too much curb this time. Ollie boy's going to fight back though. This will be the last lap. He took a bit too much then. This is giving a run for Ollie boy. Oh! Mr. Blonde moved across. He did stay out. Ollie boy don't think he's very happy with that. He's there flashing his lights to Mr. Blonde. I think that might go to the stewards as well. He's flashing his lights. I think that's, you've just pushed me off. Get out the way. I need that place back. That should be mine. And that's what he's trying to say. Anyway. Yeah, so JC has gone over. Is in with Mr. Blonde coming over in second. Whether that will stand or not, Ollie boy in third. Nathan, solid run in fourth there. I'd be happy with that. RJ will be very happy with fifth. With Craig in sixth. Big Blue is in seventh. Part Pooper in eighth. And Hamby's coming over in ninth place. Wow. That was a bit of a good race there, I would say. Really good racing. We had that disconnect, I think, from Kraft. I think it was. So that's just, so there's the results. JC Hoop followed by Mr. Blonde and Ollie Boy. That is your top three. So those three will just do one flying lap. So we now move on to what everyone loves racing, the touring car class. So we'll have the BMWs, we'll have the Astra, if you got the DLC, we'll have the Mercs. So it looks like Kraft is not actually in the lobby, so I'm assuming that he's gone completely for whatever reason. So take this opportunity to thank the 7 people at the moment who's watching the stream. I'm glad you joined in. Hope the commentary's been okay for you. Apologise about the break in between just a minute ago. For that I do apologise. So as we say, we move on to the touring car class. I think Mr. Blonde is the only one that is in the Astra. Yeah. So this is the last race of tonight. So we're going to go for 5-minute qualifying again, followed by a 10-minute race. Let's see who comes out on top on this one. So remember, the top 3 of the last race cannot qualify, or they can qualify, sorry, but they can only do one flying lap. It's the virtual success ballast, which I must admit I was a little bit skeptical of when I first started commentating for you guys, but actually I think it works really, really well. It does. It works really, really well. So it's something that, in my opinion anyway, I'm nothing to do with admin, but in my opinion, I think it should stay for next season. I think it's a really good idea. Anyway, so as we just see JC hooping that red Mercedes, that red Merc livery reminds me of Adam Morgan's Mac Tool one from a couple of seasons back. As they're just waving, I just had another bit of drink because I think this might be a bit fast and furious. So it's 5 minutes qualifying, followed by a 10-minute race. Everyone's warming up their tyres. So let's see who we got. So we got Nathan in a... What is he in? Is he in the blue? Yeah, he is. So the blue Merc, I had to think then. And the Zipoli blue Merc there. Big Blue is in the BMW. It's really confusing because it's the same colour as what Nathan was driving. They got Big Blue in the BMW. I can't even see the livery on the side of that. I can't even call it. Anyway, it's the blue and white BMW. Part Pooper will be in the second car because he is Nathan's teammate. And there's a Pony Mercedes. JC is in that. Is that Ben and Eaton? Oh, say that as Big Blue. Don't reverse back, Big Blue. Oh, Big Blue's just come back on. Merc. And there is Mr. Blonde in the Opel Astra. That's one of the Zapponi cars just going over to the outside. Hamby. Is he in the yellow Merc? Or is he in... Is that an hour? No, that is the yellow Merc. Yellow and blue Mercedes. Sponsorship down the side is... DM. Whatever that is. As he's just swinging it around how he's... Oh, that was great control there. He's managed to keep it on the track. Times are coming in, so I'm actually go to RJ now. RJ is in... What is that? RJ's taking a lot of grip. Part Pooper has actually gone on a 51. RJ is in a Renault, and I didn't think that was allowed, but I'll leave that down to the stewards on that one. Thought the McGann was banned because it's quicker than anything else. Anyway, Part Pooper is gone into first on a 51.76. No, Ollie Boy is just beating him. He is now in the BMW. He is on a 51.1. Part Pooper is there. Can he do anything on this lap to get past? Possibly. Let's have a look-see. As he goes across the line, does he actually get up in front? No, he stays second. Craig in the Mercedes is third on a 51. We've got the top. It's like the top 5 under a second at the moment. Craig stays third. RJ is in 4th in that car. Let's see what happens on that one. Nathan is in 5th. Mr. Blonde is done his flying lap. He is in 6th. Hamby in the Mercedes is in 8th now. Big Blue is bringing up the rear in that BMW. So at the moment we have a BMW in first. RJ has moved up in the Renault in second. I'm not too sure if he realises that's what he's chosen. JC is in the... that is a Mercedes as well. Is in third. He's in the pits. So the 6 people I got on the stream, if am I right in saying, kind of might be able to tell me this, is the Renault banned for this league? Because it is quicker, very much quicker normally. Or if Nathan's actually, what? No, he's racing still. He's not gone on to pits. Kind of might be able to tell me. I thought it was banned, but I could be wrong. Anyway, let's see what's going out on track, because we've got 35 minutes, so these will be the last few. Craig is now going to go over the line. Can he improve on 5th? He does. He goes second. He goes second. So we've got top 6 at the moment in the one. We've got 1 second club. Big Blue is actually finished. And there is it over. So we got RJ on pole with Ollie Boy in second. Craig is in third. Then JC. Park Pooper Rex in 5th. Let's just go back. Hamby in 6th. Nathan only in 7th. Big Blue in 8th. And Mr. Blonde in 9th. As we can see, the hazy sunshine on the track. That's everyone booting, syncing up and everything else. And here we go. Just syncing. Revs are high. 1, 2 lights, 3 lights, and they're off. That's a good start by RJ. Brilliant start from the BMWs again. Can he go on? Can Ollie Boy go on the inside? Go careful with all the Mercs. There's the BMW on the inside, which was Big Blue. Has everyone stayed out of trouble? Yes, they have. Just Big Blue has managed to storm off the line with that rear-wheel drive BMW. At the back there we've got Mr. Blonde and Hamby's right off the track. Not too sure what happened there. Mr. Blonde and Nathan following up there. But we've got RJ. We've got Ollie Boy flashing his lights left, right and centre. He's going to take the inside line, yeah. Oh, RJ might have just tapped the back of him. But I think Ollie Boy is going to stay in front. So this top 3 going over the line: Ollie Boy, RJ and Craig, and JC there in 4th. You can just see RJ trying to follow Ollie Boy around. And Ollie Boy just lost. Who's that gone out wide? That was JC, I think it was. Yeah, it's JC Hoop just taking too much curb again. But that BMW of Ollie Boy, he's actually got that nailed. He's pulling away. You can see Craig trying to do the inside line on RJ, but that's not going to work. Well, that was a good move then. I think that might have been Nathan that's managed to get in front of JC. Yeah, it was. On the hairpin there, Nathan managed to get round. Well, there was a bit of crashing, I think, before all that happened. And that might have ended up going to the stewards as well. So Ollie Boy has managed to pull away slightly. These 3 is just stringing out a little bit. Nathan is in the background there with his lights blazing. JC behind him. Mr. Blonde in 6th. Park Pooper, we've just lost sight of him. There he is. That's Nathan's teammate. With Hamby behind. Big Blue is right at the back. Something must have happened to Big Blue, because he had a storming start with that rear-wheel drive, which is a bit of a shame, really. Thought Big Blue was going to have a really good showing now. let's go back to the front. So Ollie Boy, followed by RJ, who's then followed by Craig. Take too much curb there, you are literally going to go flying into that kitty litter. Where is the races happening? Park Pooper. This is probably the closest on track. You've got Park Pooper followed by Mr. Blonde by Hamby. So it's battling all across the field. As we can see, Mr. Blonde going a little bit wide, which is actually slowed down Hamby a little bit. So that is now a bigger gap rising. Ollie and RJ are about a second. Second between both of them. Still haven't got an answer from anyone on the stream. So anyone on the stream, can you tell me, is the Renault banned from this league? 'Cause I actually thought it was. If someone could tell me, that would be great. Doesn't matter if it's not, I just knew that no one was using it, and I'm just interested to find out that RJ is actually using it tonight. Anyway, which might have been a mistake, might be my mistake also. Anyway, let's go back to the racing. Ollie Boy is actually now pulled out a 1.5 second gap. Craig is hunting down RJ. That Ben and Eaton Mercedes, and Nathan is trying to chase the Mercedes down with Craig. There's a lot of curb taken there by JC. Nearly bounced all into the kitty litter. Anyway, there's Park People just going over there now. On 2 wheels by Hamby. Managed to just clip the gravel as he was going round. Oh, he's done it again. Hamby seems to really like, let's go cockpit and see what happens with Hamby on this one. He seems to like clipping those curbs, so we might as well go with him. He's gone wide again. Changes it up now. Over the start finish line. Let's see if he can chase down Park Pooper. So he's just gone down Duffers. Brake really hard. Oh, it's gone. Oh, he's managed to keep it on there, but there is a car behind him. I can see it. And he's on 2 wheels again. He's still on 2 wheels. How much curbs are going to take this time on this lap? Oh no, he's managed to keep it on 4 wheels this time. But as you can see, Big Blue is behind. This is how close he is behind. He's gone from the inside on the hairpin. Careful, did he give him a tap? Not too sure. Where is Hamby? He's there. This is close racing between this BMW and this Merc. This is Hamby's view. Oh, he's just lost it on the brake. Big Blue's managed to... Mr. Blonde's actually got past. As you can see, Mr. Blonde's mirror there. Hamby is now behind that Opel. We've got 3 minutes to go. This is really the only battle that is going on track, really. It's close between Nathan and JC. So there's JC, Nathan in front. Park Pooper Rex has got a clear track in front of him, but JC is chasing down Nathan. Nathan has got, jumped over those curbs. Problem is, you take too much curb, those sausage curbs will throw you out. Can he close the gap on the hairpin? Is he going to make a late lunge? It's quite far back. He's closed up on the braking. He's closed up really well on the braking. He's got a better run out as well. He was better get a bit of toe, JC will. As long as he doesn't outbrake himself or give as close as you can get. Or has Nathan gone out wide? Has that helped? No, because I think JC went out wide as well. This is a good battle. Oh, over the chicane. Nathan manages to pull out a little bit more. Oh, that was too much curb. There's a good example of that too much curb business. He's lost a hell of a lot of time. So this is RJ. Right up in front there is Ollie Boy. So have a look at Craig's view. He's just see that red and yellow. JC has managed to get past Nathan. Now what happened there? Oh, Nathan went into the pits. Obviously something happened. Nathan's going to go right down. He's sat there in the pits. Not too sure what that for. That means Part Pooper went through. Big Blue has gone through as well. 51 seconds. So this is Craig's view. RJ, JC, Part Pooper's out on his own. The battle was really gone. Mr. Blonde. Famby's a little bit far. Nathan's just coming out of the pits now. Not 100% sure why he would be going into the pits, but it's one of those things. Just go track side. I think that might be Ollie Boy coming up to. Yeah, Nathan's moved right out of the way. Good spot there, Nathan, to get right out of the way. This would be the last lap. So at the moment, Ollie Boy is on course for a win. As we see Nathan doing two wheels on there. We're coming down for the hairpin for the last time. Ollie Boy will take the final win of the night in the touring car class. As he flashes his lights over the line, and there he is. RJ will come in second, closely followed by Craig. Craig must have made up some time. JC there in fourth. Part Pooper is going to come across the line, or as a cone goes flying by Big Blue, flashing his lights. Part Pooper there in fifth. Big Blue there in sixth. Mr. Blonde's just coming around and over the line, going to clip the cone as well. And Famby followed closely behind him as well. He's going to take some cones with him, why not? Oh, one's gone straight into the pits. There's a bit of lag going on there anyway. So there is your winner, Ollie Boy, followed by RJ, and third was Craig. JC Hoop was fourth. Part Pooper was fifth. Big Blue was in sixth. Mr. Blonde in seventh. Hamby there in eighth, and Nathan with a pit stop for whatever reason there in ninth. There we go, guys. That is the final race of tonight at Knockhill. I do believe next week we are at Snetterton. Back to the normal format. Porsches are back and the Clios are back, which will be all fun. So I will see you all then. Thanks again for a great evening racing. Thanks to everyone, all 7 and 9 at one point on the stream. Thanks for tuning in. Again, like to thank our sponsors, Testing for Textiles, and